Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is your boy Sham Scam, giving his ideas and speculations on today's market and upcoming tickers. You got any ideas or anything like that? Please drop them in the chat. But I'm just gonna dive right into it today. The Nasdaq has still been on a rebound. You can't complain about that. It did take this nice nasty dip for us though. That was great. I don't care what anybody says. When you see the dips, you should be salivating in your mouths. I love buying the dips. Buy the dips and ride the rips, man. That's as my boy Trey's says. I love watching him. If you guys ever get a chance, go check him out on YouTube. But other than that, we did have pretty much a red day. We did have some, like as of today, we did have a pullback in a lot of stocks. Let's see if we can zoom in. Yeah, see, we had it was nothing major, and people freak out about that, but that's the name of the game. People panic, and that's what us as traders are supposed to do, is to take advantage of these panics and buy in on the dip. You know, it's a big thing, man. Just telling you. But be in patience. You want to try and wait for the bottom and show signs of a reversal. But as so far, I'm not mad at all about what's going on in the market. I think it's great. Uh, some of the things I've been watching, I'm involved in AMC just a little bit. I mean, I have a little bit in this one. I think I'm holding 60 shares in this position. But I'm doing great with that one so far. I mean, I'm knocking that one out of the park. I wish I would have bought more, but I am tied up in a lot of things right now, and I really need to lower my portfolio just a little bit, because I am spread out pretty thin. Another one I've been looking at was UAMY. I've liked that one a lot. I don't care what anybody says. I think they have a lot of upside, especially with the EV sectors coming out. This place here. Let's look at what they're all about. Let's go and let's see what their news is. Or let's see. We're gonna look at a brief on the company. Okay, it is a company based in the United States. Basic minerals, mineral resources, metals and minings, specialty mining and metals. The United States Antimony Corporation is engaged in the production and sale of antimony silver, gold, and zeolite products. And what's important about that is a lot of this stuff here is used in making EV batteries. And right now, we do know that in the tech industry, EVs are a big thing right now, and they are going to be our future. And being that this is an American company and that a lot of things are happening here in America with EVs, I could see them having having their hands in this a lot. I could see Elon, telling them to boost up numbers or something on production, especially of, you know, uh, antimony and zeolite. But yeah, that's a really good one. I've always liked that one. I've bought into that one pretty good. I'm still adding on to my position. Yes, I was using Webull, Robinhood for a minute there, folks. But I have slowly but surely been getting my stuff out of Robinhood. I still like to use them because I like their card services, and so I still have money in there. But it's just going to be like a paycheck type thing. I'll drop maybe a couple thousand in there every other week or so just to have it for spending cash. And I do still think Robinhood has some good qualities about them, but with everything that's been going on with the GameStop and the AMC wars that have happened over the last 2 months, their PR has gotten really bad, and I cannot believe that they still plan on going through with a IPO. If there's any advice I could give you, and trust me, do not, I am not a financial advisor. Take this with a grain of salt. Do your own due diligence, but I would stay away from Robinhood IPO. I think the moment that it opens on the market, it's gonna insta tank. Uh, yeah, unless they really pull something out of the hat, pull a rabbit out of the hat, man, it's gonna be a rough ride for them. Um, Other than that, I've been really bullish on MVIS, MVIS is a good one. And let's, here I'll read off to what, a lot of things that do. And this is as a lot of things. They might have some things going on with Tesla and all that. I mean, there's a lot of what ifs. And you know how they say, well, especially in my type of trading, you buy the hype and sell the news, and but they have done really well. They've had a lot of big things that's happened for them over the last couple months. And I mean, just not too long ago, let's see, going back to, oh man, let my computer catch up, guys. It's a little slow. I will be upgrading this computer. I've had it for a while, and sometimes it takes a little bit. All right, yes. All right, so going back, let's just even go back. We could probably go into the new year. So let's see here. Starting in, all right. Well, just to give you an idea, in the middle of January or December, which was only 3 months ago, 4 months ago, middle of December. God, we can even, let's go up here. Well, you know, back then it was only trading at, around a buck, what, a buck 50, a buck 50-ish. They had a nice ride after it got some really good news. I mean, I have to go up, scroll down and look back for it, but it got some really good news. It got some things that some of its products were rolling, and other corporations were really, really interested in what they're doing. So they had a nice ride up over the last couple months, and they had a little downtrend. But as of right now, I'm still bullish on this. I bought back in. Bought in when it dropped. I think it was to like what, almost $12. Yeah, it was down here, and I bought in. I only bought in like 5 shares, and I was just, I don't know why I didn't do that. Well, I know why I didn't do that, because I didn't have a lot of my money that's in this account. So I've been having to kind of like take it easy, one piece at a time, because I can only take so much out of my Robinhood account and put it into my Webull account at one time without having to worry about stupid fees or whatever it is. But I know Webull has given me an option to transfer it all at once. But man, it takes a while, and I have to like pretty much, I can't have anything like no options open or something like that. What else? No pending orders, no, unsettled cash, none of that stuff. Can't have any of that stuff. And then it said it could take up to like a week or something like that. And I don't know about you, I'd just rather do it this way. It still doesn't cost me anything. It just takes a little longer. And I'm still able to make some plays here and there. And to be quite honest with you, I've kind of liked it. It's slowed me down a lot, so I've been able to save a little bit more money. So, but yeah, there's that. But MVIS, I am super bullish on. I believe that, right now I would wait for a little, it's still on a pullback. If it drops below this 200 EMA line and the 180 EMA, I mean, if you guys are wondering, I have my chart set up. I am going to do a video on how I do my charts. I do use the Heikin candlesticks. I use a 9-day MA line, a 180 MA line, a 50 MA line, and then I use a 200 EMA line. Yeah, and that's going to be a whole nother video. There's all sorts of tons of trading styles and all that stuff, but this is for me. It's better for me on the short term on how I use my my tactics with this, and I've been pretty successful for it. I'm not trying to be. I mean, I am trying to be as right as possible, but I just know that being right 100% of the time is impossible. You know, but to be honest with you, if I was to wait on this one, this one is going to be on an uptrend here soon again. It's got a lot of good, catalysts are going to be coming up for it. I am super bullish on this, but if it continues to retrace, and this is my best guess at this point, I mean, there are tools that we can use. Let me see here. Let's do a Fibonacci replacement. All right, so we'll go from the lowest to the highest. We'll go from here. No. Let's get that out of there. Mess that up. Let's see here. I gotta go back here. We'll go from there. And from its highest peak, oh, and this is another tool. There's a lot of tools. This guy who created this tool, he was back from, historic days and all that stuff. And I'll get into that, the Fibonacci tools and all that. Those are pretty cool. This is the only one I really use, though. The other ones I don't use because it's not my style of trading. But it's really only retraced. It's retraced almost 50%. So I say if you see it drop down to about, where would that be? I would say between 1650. That would be a good buy-in point. Because I have a feeling it's just going to buy. I think this is going to be the beginning of a reversal here. This was the beginning of a reversal. This is a bottom out, and it's going to go on a new uptrend. I have I'm putting a $30 price target on this, anywhere between 25 and $30. Of course, you don't want to try and hold out. If taking profits, I'm always about that. Take profits whenever possible, but definitely don't chase it, and if you're not comfortable with holding, take profits. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's in the green and you're taking green home, fine. But and eventually as you get better and take more time with your trading, you'll get better at being able to be a little more diamond-handed, and waiting those and letting those plays play out. And sometimes this plays can, a play can play out, over a couple day period, and sometimes longer than that, depending on what your end game is. And if you've done your DD and you know that the company has solid stuff going on, then, you know, based on that, you can, and it's like me, I'm a short-term trader. I don't plan on staying in a lot of things. I barely have any long-term investments right now, which I am going to be changing, folks, because I tell you what, I do want to get into the dividend game. I think the dividend game is strong. I've heard it from some other people and watching some other videos, and from some, guys that I've seen on YouTube, and that I've met through Twitter. And speaking of which, if you guys want to ever follow me, it's Sham Scams, Dips, Rips, and Picks uh, on Twitter. But other than that, I just want to thank you guys for stopping in today. It's really cool. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It would help me out. It helps out the algorithm to get my name out there and my channel out there to try and to make things happen. And I really want to get this community grown here and branch out to other traders that are big on YouTube, so we can melt communities together in order to have some fun and make some money. And I see nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all, man. Space monkeys, and as like trades, they're all about the apes. Space monkeys, apes. Let's come together and let's do some things. As I say, this is my, I have a goal. It's nothing big. I'm no big whale in in the world in the scheme of things. These are just my ideas, and I've got an education. I was a tri-major for Purdue. And I did not graduate yet, folks. No, not to disappoint anybody, but I do got 5 years of schooling under my belt, and in the long term of things, there, I took a lot of schooling when it came to accounting, econ, a lot of classes that came business law, personnel law, um, human resources. Geez, I mean, the list goes on and on. I took a whole bunch of them. But they do come into play with what I'm doing now in the stock market. And, based on what you're trying to do in the stock market, whether you're trying to be a long-term investor or you're trying to be a trader, player. But anyways, there's a lot. My best advice is, if you're beginning in trading, is to take your time, and if you're on Webull, definitely use this down here. This little thing here, before you start playing with real money, learn how to, read charts, find your style of trading, and soak in whatever you can from anybody that you feel is a solid source of information from. Uh, uh, Andrew Mo Money, Trades, Uncle Bruce, geez, I can't remember his name, but they call him Stock Jesus, and I love him too. But Bruce Wang, I mean, there's the guys, like, they all have different styles and all that, and how they do things. But definitely check each one of them out, and take a little bit from. I always say, try to, it's like trying new foods. You know what I'm saying? I guess in a way, you never know gonna know till you try it. So you got to try it. Get your feet wet, And good luck to y'all. But definitely, you can hit me up in my emails or find me on Twitter at Shamscams, Dips, Rips, and Picks. And, drop me a like, a follow. And if you have a message or a question, I will do my best to look at any ticker that you would like me to look at. Sometimes if it's, if I'm interested in it, I'll do a deeper DD and analysis on it. And trust me, this is always on you to do your own due diligence. I am just a space monkey. I do not take my advice. Do not do what I do. I am not a financial advisor. Take what I do as a grain of salt. This is for entertainment purposes only. But anyway, I feel that today was an all right day. I ain't mad about today at all. It was a little bit pullback. Everybody's getting a little scared, feet and hands and all that. Don't worry about that. Just buy the rip, buy the dip, but ride the rip, man. Those are the picks. That's what you do. That's what you got to do. Anyways, hope everybody enjoyed this video. Um, if you have any other questions, please feel free. Oh, you know what? I did want to get on this. A1. And I would love anybody's ideas on this one. Let me get to the end of their chart and see where they've been at right now. And this is on the one. Let's do a 1 hour chart. Now, one of the reasons I'm really interested in this is because I got someone texting me. But anyways, the reason why I'm really interested in this is because I've noticed that Kathy Wood and ARK Investments have been buying this up like hotcakes. I mean, buying it up like freaking hotcakes, man. And all right, so, and I've really I've looked into it. It's a blank check company. It's created for the purpose of effecting a merger, and I'm trying to really convince myself what can be the upside to this. Um, I'm gonna do some more looking into this company. I went on ahead and took a position into it, as you guys can see. And I took it in at, I just took on a small one, 12 at $12.78. So I'm like 136 bucks or something like that into this one. But I definitely want to find out more about this, and I definitely will get back to you on it. But if anybody has any ideas, please feel free to drop them in the chat, or hit me with a message on Twitter, and give me your ideas on what you think about this one. I am, I think it does have some upside potential. It doesn't look like it's had, a lot of, you know, it's been on steady growth. At least I could say that. And up until recently, it started to be really volatile. So, in the last in the last month or so. So, you guys tell me your ideas. What do you think's going to happen with this one? Me, I am somewhat bullish on this one because I still don't know enough about the company to make a solid decision onto it. So, I would definitely like to hear your thoughts and input on this one. But other than that, I have to go. I have some things to do with some friends and all that. I hope you guys had a blessed day. Love your family, and enjoy your friends, and have a great day, guys. Bye.